الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون فإذا قضيت الصلاة فانتشروا في الأرض وابتغوا من فضل الله واذكروا الله كثيرا لعلكم تفلحون وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما قل ما عند الله خير من اللهو ومن التجارة والله خير الرازقين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. الآن اليوم كانت صورة قصيرة، سورة الجمعة. سبحان الله، يعني الله سبحانه وتعالى أفرد للجمعة سورة، وهذا يدل على أهمية يوم الجمعة. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made for Jum'ah Friday an entire surah, which is an indication of the importance of this surah and of this day of Jum'ah. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, نحن المتأخرون والسابقون يوم القيامة بيد أنهم أوتوا الكتاب قبلنا وأوتينا الكتاب من بعده، واختلفوا في الجمعة فهدانا الله إليه، ولليهود السبت غدا وللنصارى بعد غد وهو الأحد. رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم said, we are the delayed, but we are the first on the day of judgment. By virtue of the people of the book were given the book before us, and we were given the book after them, but they had differed about the day of Friday, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided us to it. And for the Jews, it will be the day after, which is Saturday, and for the Christians will be the day after tomorrow, which is the Sunday, the day after Saturday. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts this surah with tasbih. يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم. And I don't know why I read it with Dom, which is wrong. يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم. He starts with the glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he used the present tense, means that this glorification is continuous over time. It's all the time. يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. Everything that is in heavens and on earth glorifies Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. يسبح لله ما في السماء. Everything, whether it is alive or not alive, everything glorifies Allah. And this has an ayah that supports this meaning in Surah Isra, as you know. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِهِ وَلَكِنْ لَا تَفْقَهُونَ تَسْبِيحَهُم. That everything glorifies Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even the ones that appears to us not alive. For you do not realize their tasbih. You cannot comprehend their tasbih, their glorification of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Malik, the king of kings. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the king. لمن الملك اليوم؟ لله الواحد القهار. On the day of judgment, there will be a question, لمن الملك اليوم? To whom belongs the sovereignty today, the kingdom? لله الواحد القهار. ملك يوم الدين ومالك يوم الدين. في القراءتين, there's two ways of reading Malik and Malik. You know, the king and the owner of the heavens and earth, and both meanings apply to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Malik al-Quddus. Al-Quddus is the most holy, the most holy al-Quddus, the most holy subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Aziz al-Hakim, the mighty, the wise subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these are all descriptions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and given his beautiful names, most beautiful names and the descriptions. من أسماء الله الحسنى الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم. They all describe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وتقدست أسماءه وتعالى صفاته. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that He has sent in the unlettered people, which were the Arabs before. They were known of illiteracy. No one of them used to to read and write. They are not versed in reading and writing. Maybe very few of them, yes, there were people who got to write and read, but the majority were unlettered people. هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent in the unlettered a messenger from amongst them, يتلو عليهم آياته, reciting the verses of Allah and the signs of Allah to them, and purifies them from shirk and from kufr and from every detestable thing. ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة, and he teaches them the Quran that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed to the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. والحكمة العلماء قالوا هنا السنة or الفقه في الدين عموما. الحكمة was interpreted by the scholars as being the Sunnah, or it is the knowledge of religion in general. يعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين. And they were, before this was revealed to them, before Rasulullah was sent to them, they were in a clear astray, misguidance. They were misguided and they were in a clear astray. ضلال يعني لم يكن أعظم منه ضلال. They were in a very clear misguidance state. وإن كان من قبل في ضلال مبين وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that there will be people either from amongst them, from the Arabs themselves, that will catch up with them. They will be told about Islam and they will accept it and they will join them. And the other interpretation is that there will be from the Ajam, from the non-Arabs, people who will be informed about Islam and they will accept it and they will join the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and become Muslims as well. And this has a shahid in the Hadith, as a supporting evidence in the Hadith, where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was asked, من الذين سيلحقوا بنا يا رسول الله? Who are the ones who are going to catch up with us and be amongst us and accept Islam and become Muslims like we accepted Islam? And Salman al-Farisi was there with Rasulullah amongst the companions. Was Salman. Rasulullah put his hand on Salman. He said, لو كان الإمام في الثريا لتناوله رجل من فارس أو في رواية لتناوله رجال من هؤلاء. He said, if fate is in the Thuraya, which is a cluster of stars in the sky, if fate is there, then one of these men would have taken it. يتناوله رجل من فارس from Persia, and Salman al-Farisi was from Persia originally, and Rasulullah said, Salman minna ahlul bayti. Salman is from amongst us, the people of the house, ahlul bayt Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then وآخرين منهم لما يلحق بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم ذلك فضل الله يؤتيه من يشاء والله ذو الفضل العظيم. This is the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whom He who gives it to whomever He wills. This is the grace of Allah, the revelation of the book and the teaching of the book and the wisdom. This is all by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He gives it to whomever He wills. This is up to Allah, to no one else, subhanallah. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the Jews before us who were given the Torah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave them the Torah. فيها هدى ونور. In the Torah there is guidance and light. And it was revealed to Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam. It was revealed to Prophet Musa alayhi salam. And there's guidance in there and there's light. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is resembling the responsibility of bearing the Torah by the Jews is like a donkey who is carrying big books on his back. And of course the donkey doesn't know anything about what's in these books. لا علم له بهذه الكتب ولا يعرف منها إلا حملها except that he carries it. He doesn't know what the knowledge therein. Subhanallah. مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها. You know, those who were given the responsibility of knowing the Torah and implementing the Torah in their lives resemble the donkey who carries large books that he doesn't know anything about. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Torah, the messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he mentioned the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And although they know that, they rejected the message. So the Torah then was of no benefit to them, or they did not benefit from the knowledge of the Torah. It's like not knowing the Torah at all. It's like not being given the Torah at all. So that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, مثل الذين حملوا التوراة ثم لم يحملوها كمثل الحمار يحمل أسفارا بئس مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآيات الله والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described them that they have belied the verses of Allah and that they were wrongdoers because they knew the truth and they did not follow it. They knew the truth, they knew that Rasulullah is a messenger from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they rejected him only because he was not from amongst their people. Rasulullah was an Arab and they were Jews. So because of that only, so out of envy, out of jealousy, they did not accept the message.
It says it's going to be Arabic.
Yes, and it said, وَكَانَ مِنْ قَبْلُ يَسْتَفْتِحُونَ عَلَى الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. And they were telling the polytheists of Quraysh that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send a prophet and he will do this and do that. And they knew that Rasulullah, and actually the settlement of Jews near the Medina is because of that. Yes. Because they read in their Torah that there will be a messenger who will be sent very soon. So they moved to Medina there, and they settled there and formed tribes. Bani Qurayza, Bani Qurayza, Bani Nadir, those tribes that they settled. They settled there because of this matter, because they were expecting Rasulullah to come. But when he came, فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُمْ مَا عَرَفُوا كَفَرُوا بِهِ فَلَعْنَةُ اللَّهِ عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ. And when Rasulullah came, they belied him and they denied him and they rejected him just because he was not a Jew. قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ هَادُوا إِنْ زَعَمْتُمْ أنكم أولياء من دون الله فتمنوا الموت للناس من دون الناس فقل يا أيها الذين هادوا إن زعمتم أنكم أولياء لله من دون الناس فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين. Say all who call themselves Jews, if you claim that you are the Allahs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then wish for death if you are truthful. يعني ولي الله له الكرامة عند الله سبحانه وتعالى، وإذا كان هو وليا وله كرامة عند الله فيتمنى أن يموت كي يحظى بهذه الكرامة. فإذا كنتم أنتم أولياء لله فتمنوا الموت كي تحظوا بالكرامة التي تزعمونها. So if you are Allahs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prepared bliss for his Allahs, if you are truly Allahs to Allah, then wish for death to gain that bliss. وَلَا يَتَمَنَّوْنَهُ أَبَدًا بِمَا قَدَّمَتْ أَيْدِيهِمْ. And they will never wish for that because of what they did of sins. They will not wish for death. And there's hadith that if they happen to wish, they would die right away. If they wished for that, they would have died right away after that wish. But they never wished, of course. يود أحدهم لو يعمر 1000 سنة وما هو بمزحزحه من العذاب أي يعمر. Yes, and they would wish they would live 1,000 years. فتمنوا الموت إن كنتم صادقين ولا يتمنوا أبدا بما قدمت أيديهم والله عليم بالظالمين. And Allah knows the ins and outs of the wrong doers. قل إن الموت الذي تفرون منه فإنه ملاقيكم ثم تردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. Say that death from which you escape is going to encounter you, is going to meet with you. You will meet death, and death will meet you. Mulaqah. Mulaqah is between two parties, not just one. So death will meet you, and you will meet death. And then you will be returned back to the knower of the seen and the unseen. And He, subhanahu wa ta'ala, will inform you of what you used to do. And this is a threat from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks to the believers. Addresses the believers, يا أيها الذين آمنوا, O you who believed, إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. When the adhan is called, when the call to prayer is announced, then go to the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. والسعي هنا ليس الإسراع في المشي. قال العلماء السعي هنا ليس الإسراع في المشي، وإنما المشي العادي. يعني المشي العادي، حتى لما الإنسان يأتي إلى الصلاة لا يأتي إليها مسرعا، يأتي إليها على مهل. السعي هنا is not fast walking, just normal walking. فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. You come to the salah, normally you don't rush. فما أدركتم فصلوا وما فاتكم فأتموا. Whatever you catch up with, then pray, and whatever you have missed, then you have to complete. And this is the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. Walk to the remembrance of Allah. Scholars say the remembrance of Allah here is the khutbah, or موعظة الإمام. The nusх of the imam, the khatib, who is giving the khutbah. So dhikrullah here is meant the khutbah, meant by the khutbah, which is part and parcel of the Friday prayer. And it is a must when the khatib is given the khutbah that we listen to the khutbah and do not occupy ourselves with anything else. Unfortunately, we know that some people talk to each other sometimes. Some people they use their cell phone and send messages, and maybe even watch video clips. Who knows? Allah A'lam. And this is being witnessed in the Jum'ah prayers. Maybe because of lack of knowledge, some of us don't know the consequences of that. But we have to educate ourselves and educate our brothers of this fact. So, and we should do that nicely and gently and privately. النصيحة في السر وليس في العلن. النصيحة في العلن فضيحة. النصيحة فضيحة. So you don't advise your brother in public, in front of everybody. Just ask him to go aside and privately talk.
Why we make secret? Because already the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Hurairah narrated from the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam al-hadith which says that إذا نودي للصلاة إذا صعد الخطيب إلى المنبر فلا يتكلم أحدكم.
نعم.
من يتكلم فقد لغى. ومن لغى فلا جمعة. Why we make secret? You should have to tell them why you are on the member.
Yes.
This hadith before you start your topic,
Yes.
your preach.
Yes.
So there is no something
Yeah.
secret. It's not obvious.
Yeah.
They make the adhan and after that they say the two hadiths.
Yeah.
Excellent.
They
Yeah.
say the two hadiths before the imam starts.
Yeah, this is a good idea. MashaAllah. Yeah, very
You
nice.
have to tell them.
Very nice. Yeah. No, I meant individually. I meant if you see someone that if you see a person, one person, that you bring him aside after and then give him a second. I didn't mean the imam.
What
Imam
I mean is
should be talking to all.
what I mean is that we should have to stop that thing which happens to individuals
Yes.
by telling them during the khutbah,
Yes.
during the Jum'ah,
Yes.
every day.
Yes,
So
it's an
they
excellent
will
idea.
they will be adapting to
Reminder,
that thing, and there will
reminder.
be a good reminder for them.
Yes, Jazakallah. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's
قلت
true.
لصاحبك أنصت والإمام يخطب يوم
نعم.
الجمعة
فلا ما
ومن
Jum'ah.
لغى فلا في
Now,
معادلة.
you said before Jum'ah, or the Imam can say it
Before
on the
Jum'ah, yeah,
member,
can say.
can give the advice.
But if you are in Jum'ah, you can't even speak to him and say stop.
Yes.
Even if you say you are also, since you
No, I
lost
meant
your
after.
Jum'ah.
I meant after you completed, after the Jum'ah, after completing the Jum'ah, if you bring them aside and talk to the individual, not to all.
The best thing is to tell them my, what you call it, obvious, on the member.
Yes.
Or the muaddin must say that hadith.
Yes.
When you are going to remember, the muaddin
That's
must
true.
say that.
That's true. Yes. That's a good idea.
It's a practice.
And it happens in all Africa, they do like that.
Yeah, inshallah. Very nice idea. Yeah. Inshallah, we will do it here as well.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
I have a question. I heard that all the Bani Israel prophets came to give a good tidings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's true.
All the prophets?
Of Bani Israel,
Yeah.
they given a good tidings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he is coming
Yes.
at the end.
I don't know of all of them there, but I know that there's glad tidings in the Torah itself, and even in the Psalms, and the Zabur of Dawood alayhi salam. There are glad tidings of the coming of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Also, Isa alayhi salam
That's right.
also gave the وَمُبَشِّرًا بِرَسُولٍ يَأْتِي مِنْ بَعْدِهِ اسْمُهُ أَحْمَدُ. So in the Gospels as well, in the Injil. So there are those glad tidings in the books that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed. Yes. So, فَاسْعَوْا إِلَى ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Come to the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعَ, and leave commerce, leave business, keep business away from that. And that, when the Imam ascends the member and the adhan is called, then we have to stop everything else and occupy ourselves with listening to the khutbah and pray in the Jum'ah. So, any business contracts are invalidated at that time. Even marriage contracts, any type of contracts that are not part of the Jum'ah are nullified at that time. We have to focus on the prayer and on the khutbah, listening and having focus and concentrate on that. فَاسْأَلُوا وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعَ ذَلِكُمْ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. That's better for you if you only knew. ذَلِكُمْ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةُ, when the salah has finished, فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Spread the word. وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ. And seek the grace and the bliss of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the sustenance and the livelihood. At that time, go and do your business as usual after the salah. And actually, even ulama recommended that even if you don't want to buy at that time, go and bargain. Go and look at the things that they sell, and even bargain, even if you don't intend to buy, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded that at that time. وَالْأَمْرُ هُنَا لِلْإِبَاحَةِ وَلَيْسَ لِلْوُجُوبِ. Here the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He said, فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ, it is not obligated, and do وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ. It's not an obligation, but it's something that is permissible to do. فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. But do not forget the remembrance of Allah. even when you go there and seek business and seek something like that, do not forget the remembrance of Allah. The remembrance of Allah should be perpetual at every time. And it is the benefit is for us. Not, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not benefit from that, but we will benefit from that. We, by remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ وَاشْكُرُوا لِي وَلَا تَكْفُرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, remember me and I will remember you. So we are the ones who benefit from that, not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. And remember Allah, a lot of remembrance, so that you may be successful and you gain the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَإِذَا رَأَوْا تِجَارَةً أَوْ لَهْوًا انفَضُّوا إِلَيْهَا وَتَرَكُوكَ قَائِمًا. And this ayah has a cause. There was a caravan from Asham. And at that time, Rasulullah was given the khutbah. And Muslims are listening to the khutbah of Rasulullah. So this caravan came from Asham, carrying, oils and produce and things like, merchandise products from Asham. And they usually receive those caravans by tasfiq, by clapping and by drums, hitting on the drums, with lahu. So people left the Jum'ah and went to the caravan. وإذا رأوا تجارة أو لهوا انفضوا إليها وتركوك قائما. And they left you standing up, giving the khutbah. And ulama said they inferred from that the imam, when he gives the khutbah, should be standing up. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَتَرَكُوكَ قَائِمًا.